It is like a therapy session as well. So we are literally like therapists for some of our clients as a result.
Can you share with us one example that you help the client, or one example that when you communicate with the client that's very challenging to you?
I have a couple. A lot of our clients are fantastic because we also specialize on people who have had challenges or they were out of compliance for a long time. So one of the example, there was a lady who started her business. She had really bad advices and she didn't file returns. She never did, unfortunately, things right when it comes to accounting. And she was very worried about shutting down her business because she thought that she's losing money, because she went into some bigger stores where they were asking her, she was selling a specific product, and they were asking her to set up certain things, buy into certain things, and she only saw that money is going out the door, but she had very little revenue coming in. But at the end of the day, when we helped to finish the bookkeeping and fix all the mistakes that happened, she saw what her path was after that. And she had the ability to grow her business two-folds, three-folds, five-folds after that, because she no longer was stressed of, oh my God, I'm going under. But no, I have a clear path. Yes, I have these tax debts because I haven't paid taxes. Yes, I have these outstanding loans that I borrowed. But now I have a proper cash flow. Now I understand what's coming in, what's going out, how I'm spending my money, right? And what are the activities that are generating me money? What are the activities that don't generate me money within my business? And she now understood how much time it took her to overcome the prior challenges and then grow her future.
She must feel so thankful after the conversation with you.
Well, it was a lot of work. Again, accountants cannot do it by themselves. That's where communication comes in. That's where you have to be able to talk to a client, because you need bank statements, credit card statements, whatever those documents are. And you need to be able to communicate what things you need and how you need in order to help the client. So it is like a therapy session as well. So we are literally like therapists for some of our clients as a result, because we are helping them to realize that they have something successful and something great in their head. That was helping somebody come into compliance and fixing things. We had another client as an example, an attorney, professional service-wise. They were mismanaged by a prior accountant. They had audit. And we went through on their books and records, and we were very upfront with the auditor about it to see what we needed, how we needed, and of course it was middle of COVID on top of it. And we, instead of saying that these are the facts and figures, a lot of accountants will try to come up with stories, right? Try to help the client, but that doesn't help the client. We sat down with the client and said, these are the areas that are our challenges. And these are the areas where we're going to tell the auditor that these and these are wrong on our books right now. And these are the things that we missed, not we, but previously when it was filed the return by the prior accountant. And we will work with the auditor to fix these. So we were audited in 2018. They found deficiency of income. We managed to secure most of the expenses properly because the accounting was done incorrectly. So our good news was our expenses were in order, our revenues were a little bit off. And therefore, we were able to show the auditor that we are open books. We are here to help the client and help the auditor. Of course, there was findings and so forth, but the client understood what the mistakes were, and it's clear. The auditor was very happy that we were able to disclose everything to them. And then when next year's audit kicked in, it was a much more suited audit. Rather than everything, it was more focused on certain areas. And at the end of the day, when we told the client, yes, there was another audit issue because those were prior year 18 and 19 returns that were filed previously. There's nothing I could have done with that, right? But we corrected it. We showed the auditor what are the deficiencies are, and the case was closed, and the taxpayer ended up, unfortunately, because They were previously relying on prior accountants' advice and so forth. They had a reasonable cause, so we were able to avoid penalties. Taxes and interest was owed, right? Failure to issue 1099 miscellaneous for independent contractor work for those years, they get a penalty. There was nothing we could do with it, right? The law is the law. If we break it, there are consequences. But because those two things happened, the client, when we told them that we had finally closed 2019 also, and everything is going as we were anticipating, broke down in tears and says, "You just saved our marriage," because of the stress, because of all the things that they were going through. Because taxes, people think it's easy, but when things are done wrong, whether it was intentional or it was accidental, right? Whether it was a good practitioner helping the client or it was just not well-equipped practitioner helping the client, mistakes happen. We all work, right? It's nature of life. And so, but we were able to explain to the client what things are right, what things are wrong, so they could prepare properly, rather than facing those sleepless nights and stress. Of course, they had plenty of that. But at the end of the day, they will be one of those clients who will be with us forever because of what we can deliver. And that's where we are not delivering a tax return. And that's most people confusion is. We are not only delivering a service, but we are delivering value to our clients. And there will be clients who appreciate it, and there will be clients who will not appreciate it. It's just life, right?